guys, tonight I will be showing something a little bit different. It's not a lock that you would normally pick, but my wife is very nice and she tries to get me locks from here and there when she can. So she said that she found on her desk one of these and said since nobody remembered the combination, maybe she can find it and actually use it. So yeah, this is a DEFCON CL lock, and the one interesting thing, laptop lock, this is very interesting that actually you cannot change the combination on this thing, it's hard coded. And I decided, okay, combination lock should not be that hard. I was thinking I will use Adrian's specialized tool. He said that this is from Master Locks, but I said okay, it's thin enough, maybe it should fit here. Actually, Adrian, my comment on this thing is that it should be a little bit more thinner. I have smoothened it down a little bit, so here now it's very sharp and can easily penetrate the side of the wheels, and you can roam around and search for the false gate. However, in this case, such a tool or anything thin will not work on this DEFCON CL, as whatever you put on the side, doesn't matter which side, you don't feel anything. The gates are actually very well concealed and I cannot find it with a probe like this. However, I found a system, I've been playing around with it a little bit, and I found a system, something that you can pretty much rely on, I guess, on these locks, and you can find out in the matter of a few minutes without going through thousands of combinations or 10,000 combinations to actually find the lock. So I will demonstrate what I found out, at least for this one, and what I believe would be valid for all of them. What I read about this is that there are 2 false gates and 1 real gate. So once you start finding the false gates, then it becomes quite easy. What I would suggest, because normally when you have locks like these, you need to press the button and then start turning the wheels until you feel a distinctive click. Yeah, that works, but for this model I would say that once pressed, you need to start turning the second wheel first. In a sense, with 1, you increment it with 1, and then search for the first wheel only. So forget the 3 and 4, and then you will need to listen very carefully where it actually clicks so that you can find out the first false gates, because if it's like that, just returning, you don't hear anything. So what you need is first to start finding the combination. So starting with 0, then I do a combination and I listen very carefully if it will make a click somewhere. So with the first 0, then not. So then I do the second thing. So I think I heard something on 5. Yeah, you can hear it, but it's not that distinctive. So let's go on. 0, no, not really a click, just a little bit harder rotation. Then we go to 2, same procedure, nothing. Then we go to 3, nothing. Then we go to 4, and right here, if you have heard, I actually heard a solid click, and even the piston here, the button, actually moved a little bit more. So I will do it once again so that maybe you can hear it. So this was one of the clicks, this is one of the false gates. Then it becomes very hard on the next one and you can actually hear number 9 clicking. So the first 2 numbers are actually 9 and 4. Then same procedure goes for the second 2 wheels. You would start incrementing this by 1 and then searching for the 10 combinations that are here. So first is with 0. And we have a small click, even on the 0 we had a small click here. So somewhere between 4 and 5. Now we had a second one between 7 and 8. So let's see if we can distinguish something more. We change to 1 and then we turn. Even the button, I felt it when it fell on 2, and now I cannot even move the wheel further than 1 and 2. Okay, so this is either a real gate or a false gate. Okay, let's continue and see what we have. Now you heard a very distinctive click, and I would believe that with this very distinctive click, this is not a false gate, this is the real gate. And then I will go on. Here is another false gate. So this is on number 8. This is the second false gate. It gave a click, but not that loud. It was not really this one. So I would assume it's number 5. So then in this case, if these are the first 3, then I just need to turn the wheel, and voila, the lock is open. Within a matter of a few minutes, if you know how to listen and how to distinguish the real clicks from the false ones, you can find it quite easy. So that is indeed the combination. As I said, this is not a button, it's some bar that is holding the wheels in place, I guess, but you cannot press it to change the combination, because I would like to now everybody online will know the combination for this particular lock. But nevertheless, that's the way. First you start with the first 2, incrementing the second one with 1, and then turning the first to 10 until you hear some distinctive clicking, and then you do the same for the second type of the combination. One more thing that I found out while searching for this particular lock. As I mentioned, it has 2 false gates and 1 real gate. Once you start discovering the false gates, even if you don't use this method in particular, once you discover the false gates, the real gate is always between the 2 false gates. That some people have dismantled this and have found it. So this means that since the real gate, let's try with this one. Since this is the real gate on number 4, the number 4, so the false gate is always 1 is -2, so for -2, here you will hear a click on -2, so not 2, and then on 6, sorry, not on 6, on 7, you'll hear another one, so it's not 2, but it's actually 1, my mistake, apologies for that. Okay, and when you have found, so it's 1, 4 and 7, then it's the one in between, which means the real gate is on number 4, but even so, the loudest click, at least for me, this means it's the real gate. So these are the DEFCON CL. If you happen to have one, you cannot probe with it, so to find where the real gates are, but in a matter of 5 minutes you will find the real gate and you will open the lock. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, keep it legal, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.